Good morning, students. In the last class, we discussed about Rutherford's atomic model. Even at the end, we discussed about the drawbacks of Rutherford's atomic model. Like, I think you have written in your notes also, the main drawback of Rutherford's model is he failed to explain the stability of the atom. Even another drawback of Rutherford also, you note down in the notes, that is, he failed to explain the spectrum. Okay? So those two are the main drawbacks of Rutherford's atomic model. As you know, in the next atomic model, the successful one is Bohr's atomic model. But before discussion about the Bohr's model, we need to discuss about some basic concepts. Out of that, the first one is, let us discuss about electromagnetic radiation. Okay? So our next topic is nature of electromagnetic radiation. In simple way, these electromagnetic radiation are represented with EMR. Okay? Electromagnetic radiation is commonly represented as EMR. In electromagnetic radiation. Okay? So these are not a new radiation. You know about light, all these radio waves, everything, X-rays, generally you had. So whatever those radiation we had, generally you had in day-to-day life, all those radiation will be under electromagnetic radiation. Like gamma rays, X-rays, generally you may know about, you may had about X-rays, and whatever the visible light, all the types of colors, whatever the light radiation are there, everything will be comes under electromagnetic radiation. Even radio waves we know. Okay? For the communication purpose, whatever the radiation we are using, generally those are radio waves. So all these types of radiation are comes under electromagnetic radiation. First, let us discuss about why they are electromagnetic radiation. If you observe there, generally we know radiation nothing but they will travel like a wave, and we know about wave motion. So generally the wave motion is like this. Okay, so ups and down. Now, for these type of radiation, electromagnetic radiation, both electric field as well as magnetic field will be works on this radiation. Okay? So both electric field, this is electric field. Okay? So in this direction, magnetic field. You don't think these are like up and down. Okay? Here these radiation, electromagnetic radiation are associated with both electric field as well as a magnetic field, which will be in opposite direction. Okay? Now coming to the definition of electromagnetic radiation, we should say that the radiation associated with electric as well as magnetic fields in perpendicular direction. Okay? So these type of radiation are known as electromagnetic radiation. You no need to worry about by hearting the definition, because from the name it is clear. The radiation are associated with electric field as well as magnetic field in perpendicular opposite direction. Okay? So these type of radiation are known as electromagnetic radiation. Now, coming to this electromagnetic radiation, we need to remember few points. Those are like, first of all these electromagnetic radiation are energy radiation. Okay, electromagnetic radiation or energy radiation. These travels, this electromagnetic radiation travels without medium. Okay, electromagnetic radiation can travel without a medium also. Okay. Now, if you observe the radiation or nothing but any about the wave motion of any wave, we need to have idea about some basic terms like wavelength, frequency and wave number. So let us discuss about those basic terms. Then I will explain about electromagnetic spectrum. Okay. And one more thing here regarding the electromagnetic radiation, note down one more point, that is about their velocity. As we are saying, this is energy radiation, they can travel without medium and they travels with the velocity. The velocity of these electromagnetic radiation is equals to the speed of the light. Okay, electromagnetic radiation travels with the velocity equals to the light velocity. They travel with velocity equals to velocity of light. Okay, so remember mainly these 3 points about electromagnetic radiation. Okay, now let us discuss about the basic terms related to waves. Now coming to the first one, a very important one, that is wavelength. Okay, and now coming to the representation, it is represented with the symbol lambda. You may know about this one, lambda. Okay, the wavelength is represented with the symbol lambda. So it is a Greek word. It should be pronounced like lambda. Okay, the wavelength is represented by lambda. Now coming to the definition of wavelength. What is meant by wavelength? You don't think that wavelength means it is the length of the wave. Okay, a wavelength is nothing but, generally we know the wave motion is like this. Okay, now during the wave motion, these up and down, generally these are called as crest and trough. So these heights, these are called as crests. Okay, and this down one is known as trough. Instead of saying up and down, while defining the wave, we should say crest as well as trough. Crest representing height of the wave, the trough representing depth of the wave. Okay, remember, this height of this wave is known as crest, the depth of the wave is known as trough, these down ones. Okay, now wavelength is nothing but the distance between two successive crests. These are the two neighboring crests. Or wavelength is nothing but it is the distance between two successive troughs. So means the distance between two crests or two troughs is always the same. That distance between these two is known as lambda, nothing but a wavelength. Okay, now coming to the definition of wavelength, a wavelength can be defined as wavelength is defined as, it is the distance between two successive crests or troughs. Okay, the distance between two the distance between two successive crests or troughs is known as wavelength. Okay, successive nothing but the adjacent, the neighboring two crests or two troughs. The distance between them is known as wavelength. Okay. Now regarding any unit of measurement, the main important thing is their units. Okay. Now regarding the length, generally we use the units like meters, kilometers, centimeters. The long ones will express in terms of kilometers. Very small means generally we use centimeters and millimeters. But now coming to the wavelength, the distance between the crusts will be very small. Okay, so that is why instead of using centimeters and meters, we are using some other units like angstroms as well as micrometers and nanometers. So those conversions we should remember. The definitions, everything everybody will remember. But coming to the solving of numericals, when you are perfect in conversion of units, you are able to solve the correct answer. Okay? So I will give that list. Whatever the unit conversions are useful, I will give. Now, regarding the wavelength, the units of wavelength, either we can express in terms of centimeter or meters, or we can use angstroms. Okay, angstrom, or we can use nanometer. Okay, there are many like micrometer, even picometer, many are there. Okay, micrometer, picometer, PM we use. So there are many units because length can be measured in many ways. So remember, these are the main units of wavelength. In the name only their length. The length can be expressed in terms of either centimeter or meters, or even angstroms, nanometers, as well as micrometers and picometers. Now let us see the conversions. So these are useful in solving the questions. Remember, 1 angstrom is nothing but 10 to the power minus 10 meters. Okay, 1 angstrom is equals to 10 to the power minus 10 meters. 1 nanometer is equals to nanometer. Okay, nano represents, remember, 10 to the power minus 9 meters. Okay, in the same way, micrometer, if you go, it is represents 10 to the power minus 6 meters. So remember these conversions. I don't want to confuse you, so that is why all these are given in terms of meters only. For example, in the question, if they ask in terms of centimeter, you know how to convert meters to centimeters. Okay? By multiplying with 100, we will get the value. So, but while first time while you are learning, learn in terms of meters, all the units. Then while solving the questions, we will come to know how to convert the remaining. Okay? Now this is about wavelength. Now coming to the next unit, that is wave number. Okay. Previously we discussed about wavelength. Now coming to the second one is wave number. Here wave number is represented with the symbol nu bar. Okay. Now coming to the definition of wavelength, we can define in two ways. First I will tell you exact definition, then I will tell you the simple way of definition. Okay. Now coming to the wave number, we should say that it is the number of wavelengths. The number of wavelengths per unit length. Okay, unit length means per one unit of length. Okay, wave number is defined as the number of wavelengths per unit length. That is known as wave number. Now coming to the other definition, we can define wave number in another way. That is wave number nothing but the reciprocal of. Wave number is the reciprocal of wavelength. Okay. So wave number can be defined as it is the reciprocal of wavelength. Okay. So now coming to the mathematical representation. So wave number can be represented as reciprocal nothing but 1 by lambda. So nu bar is equals to 1 by lambda. Now tell me what are the units of wave number. Here for lambda we learnt the units as can be as a centimeter or meters. 1 by lambda, so nothing but 1 by centimeter. So we can say the units as centimeter inverse or we can say meter inverse. So these are the units for wave number. Okay. The wave number means the number of wavelengths per unit length, or it is also defined as the reciprocal of wavelength is known as wave number. Okay. This is easy one. Now coming to the next one. It is a well-known one to you. Velocity. Velocity, generally we use the symbol V to represent velocity. Now, definition of velocity also you generally we know in physics. It is nothing. Now velocity of a wave nothing but it is the let us discuss the definition. So velocity is defined as it is the distance travelled by the wave. And velocity of wave, how can we define means? It is the distance travelled by the wave per second. Okay? The distance travelled by the wave in 1 second. In 1 second is called as velocity of the wave. As we discussed in the starting, the velocity of electromagnetic radiation is equals to the velocity of light. Generally, we know about velocity of light. Or note down the value for velocity of light. The velocity of light value is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. Okay. Velocity of light or velocity of electromagnetic radiation is nothing but 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. We need to remember the value. Okay. So everyone remember, the velocity of light values, or the speed of light value is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second, or 3 into 10 to the power 10 centimeters per second. Okay? So anyway, I told you previously also, remember everything in terms of meters. Then in the question, whatever they ask, we know how to convert. Okay? So remember everything in meters first. Now, coming to the next one. So till now we discussed about wavelength, wave number, as well as velocity. Now coming to the one of the most common and important one, that is frequency. This is also one common word you will hear regarding the waves. The wavelength, generally frequency. These are the most two common ones generally we use. Okay? Wavelength, in the name only there, and we discussed it is the distance between the two successive crests or two successive troughs. Now coming to the definition of frequency. Frequency can be defined as, it is the number of waves. Okay, frequency can be defined as the number of waves passed through a particular point, in unit time is known as frequency. Okay, so we should remember the definitions for all these four. So frequency is nothing but the number of waves can be passed through a particular point per unit time. Okay, so that is known as frequency. Now coming to the representation of frequency. Frequency we represent using the symbol nu. Okay, so it can be pronounced as nu. We need to know. Their wavelength is pronounced as lambda. Frequency is pronounced as nu. Wave number is represented as nu bar. Velocity is easy one, v only. Okay. Now coming to the mathematical representation or relation regarding the frequency. Remember, frequency nu is equals to c by lambda. So very important simple formula related to the frequency. Frequency is equals to c by lambda. Okay. Now coming to the units of frequency. Frequency can be represented using the units hertz, simply represented as Hz. Okay, so units of frequency commonly we use as hertz, or another units is CPS, nothing but cycles per second. Okay. So units of frequencies generally we use hertz or cycles per second, which is simply represented as a CPS, cycles per second. It is a very rare one. Most commonly used unit for frequency is hertz. Now coming to the unit conversion, either 1 hertz is equals to 1 CPS. If they give 1 megahertz, I think you have idea about conversion of kilohertz and megahertz. 1 kilohertz nothing but kilo, nothing but kg. So generally we use 10 to the power 3 hertz. Okay, 1 kilohertz means 10 to the power 3 hertz. 1 megahertz if they give, it represents 10 to the power 6 hertz. Okay, remember that one. So kilohertz is nothing but 10 to the power 3 hertz. 1 megahertz means 10 to the power 6 hertz. Okay, so these are the units of frequency. Note down all these. Now, coming to the last unit, that is amplitude. Amplitude is represented with the symbol A. Okay. Now, coming to the definition of amplitude. Amplitude can be defined as it is the height of the crust or depth of the trough. When the starting while defining the wavelength, we discussed about what is crust. This is crust. Okay, the down one is the trough. Now coming to the amplitude, amplitude is nothing but it is the height of the, represents the height of the crust or depth of the trough. Okay, so amplitude can be defined as the height of the crust or the depth of the trough. Either both values will be same. Okay, so that is about amplitude. Height, nothing but length measurements, units will be like centimeters as well as meters only. In the same way we will also measure. Okay, so these are the basic terms you need to know about a wave. Okay, now based on this data whatever we discussed, let us solve one simple numerical. Okay, note down the question. Note down the question. A numerical, a simple numerical. A numerical is a bulb emits. A bulb emits yellow colored light. Yellow colored light. Generally the light, photon, everything same. So yellow colored bulb when we take, it emits yellow colored radiation. So it emits yellow colored light of wavelength means the emitted radiation from the yellow colored bulb has a wavelength of 600 nanometer. Any number simply. Okay, so a bulb is emitting the radiation of wavelength 600 nanometer is given in the question. Now let us calculate. Now calculate frequency and wave number of yellow light. Okay, this is our question. So first you note down the question. A bulb is emitting a yellow colored radiation of wavelength is given. Now they are asking us to calculate frequency of the light as well as wave number of the light. Okay? Let us solve the question. Now if we observe the data, the given data is lambda is equals to 600 nanometer they given. I told you. So let us solve all the questions in terms of meters. As we already discussed, 1 nanometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 9 meters. So now I am going to convert the given data in terms of meters. So lambda is equals to 600 into 10 to the power minus 9 meters. So 600 means 10 square. So 10 square into, or I will write clearly. So I am writing 600 as a 6 into 100, 10 square. Already we have 10 to the power minus 9. Now tell me how much? When bases are same, powers can be added. 2 minus 9. So we will get 6 into 10 to the power minus 7 meters. This is the given wavelength. Okay? We didn't solve anything. Simply the data given in nanometers. Now for our convenience, we converted nanometers into meters. As we know, 1 nanometer is equals to 10 to the power minus 9 meters. So that is why I multiplied the given value with 10 to the power minus 9. So finally this is in terms of meters. Okay. Now coming to the question. What they are asking us to calculate frequency. What is the relation between frequency and wavelength? The relation is frequency is equals to C by lambda. So this is the relation. Lambda value we know, so we will substitute in the question. What about C value? So we should know what is C. C is nothing but velocity of the light. So where C is nothing but velocity of light. I have already given the value of velocity of light 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters. This is the C value. This is a fixed value, so we need to remember the value. This is in meters, this is also in meters. Okay. Now coming to the substituting the values. Frequency is equals to what then? C value is 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by our value lambda is 6 into 10 to the power minus 7. Okay. Now 3 will be cancelling 6 2 times. Now if you observe there, in the denominator we have 2. In the numerator we have 10 to the power 8. I am going to bring this denominator value into numerator. In the denominator what we have? 10 to the power minus 7. Now when it comes to numerator, it will become 10 to the power plus 7. Okay? Got it or not? So we have the value in terms of 10 to the power minus 7. When it comes to the numerator, it will be minus will become plus. Now bases are same. Powers can be added. How much it will become? So the value will be like 10 to the power 8 plus 7, 15. 1 by 2, half. Half nothing but 0.5. So I am going to write the value as 5 into 10 to the power 14. Okay. This is the value of frequency. Understood? 10 to the power 14, why I written, I think you have, everybody got clarity. So 110 I multiplied with 0.5. 0.5 will become 5. Okay? Got it? The remaining value is 5 into 10 to the power 14. That is the value of frequency. The another one they are asked in the question is calculate wave number. As from the definition it is clear, wave number is nothing but reciprocal of wavelength. So wave number is nothing but 1 divided by our wavelength is 6 into 10 to the power minus 7. Okay. Now 1 by 6 value. 1 by 6 value if you divide, it will be 0.167. Okay. And 10 to the power minus 7 when it comes to the numerator, it will become 10 to the power plus 7. Now the above value I am going to write as 1.67 into 10 to the power 6. As this is in meters, now the units will be meter inverse. Okay, because in the denominator we have taken meters, so total value will be meter inverse. Understood? 1 by 6 value is 0.167. 10 to the power minus 7. When comes to the numerator, it will be 10 to the power plus 7. Okay? 110 I multiplied here, so it became 1.67 into 10 to the power 6. Okay? So this is the way of calculating wave number as well as frequency. So in today's class, you got only two formula. Those are frequency nu is equals to C by lambda. Wave number is equals to 1 by lambda. These are the two simple formula you got. Remember those formula and once go through the numerical again. Okay? About the electromagnetic spectrum we will discuss in the next class. Okay? Thank you.